Man, I hate this for Tory Lanez. I really, really hate this for Tory Lanez. But I'm going to tell you how Tory Lanez could have avoided all this. Sometimes it's best to just shut your mouth and don't say nothing. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. If you've never been here before, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Click the bell next to the subscribe button so you are notified every time a new video goes up on SouFLoTV. Also, check out my other channel where I do more content like these on BrainFlow TV, BrainFLO TV. Without further ado, let's get right into what we came to talk about. So, on Monday, May 12th, 2025, so much going down. We heard a lot of stuff in court. Diddy case started. Lil Wayne broke up with his girl, kicked her out into the streets with her child. Tory Lanez, who was locked up in prison doing time for what he was convicted for doing to Megan Thee Stallion. May 12, 2025, rapper Tory Lanez was reportedly stabbed multiple times while he is incarcerated at the California Correctional Institution in a place called Tehachapi. Now check it. Reports says that Tory was stabbed 14 times. When I first heard about it, I was like, they probably poked him up a little bit, like 1 or 2 times, and it's not that bad. Shit, he was stabbed 14 times, man. 14 times, like real stabs. Let's get into how real the stabs were. I don't know if you know it, but in prison, they have different ways to stab you. Yeah, a lot of us have never been to prison, so we wouldn't know this. I think I consume enough prison material to have learned this. They got stabs where they stab you where it's only flesh deep and it don't go too deep. So they're not trying to kill you. They're just trying to scare you. And then they got stabs where they plunge it all the way in and make sure that you go to sleep, right? Well, Tory looked like he took 14 of them kind of stabs, the ones that they're trying to make you go to sleep. I don't know who put this hit out on him. I don't know what he did or what he is behind bars doing, but this is his faith. We'll talk about this in the end, though. So Tory Lanez was attacked by another inmate in the prison yard around 7:20 a.m. Didn't nobody get out of bed for this. He sustained 14 stab wounds, including 7 of them to his back, 4 of them to his torso, 2 of them to the back of his head, and 1 of them to the left side of his face. Damn, if he make it out of there, he coming out with a dimple. You know how 50 Cent got shot up 9 times and one of them hit his face, and now 50 had a dimple in his face and it looked like he was born with a dimple, but it's actually a gunshot wound that has healed. Yeah, Tory might be coming out looking a bit different if he make it out. And let me be honest with you. I'm praying for the brother to make it out, regardless of what it is he is in there for. Prison is a hell of a place, man. You know, you get in there and you might not make it out. I told a story before about one brother who got caught in Miami and they put him in a jail and he got his jaw broke within the first hour of being in the jail. And he was only in there for driving on a suspended license. So it's a rough place. And we're talking about prison where you're doing time, years, and you have to live day in, day out. Now, the attack resulted also in 2 collapsed lungs. This is how bad it was. 14 stabs, 2 collapsed lungs, and Tory was placed on a breathing apparatus because he couldn't breathe on his own, of course, with 2 collapsed lungs. Damn, man. If this isn't a reason for you to want to stay up out of prison and do good, because you know Tory is a little dude, right? And I know a lot of people are going to say it ain't the size of it's not the size of the person, it's the fight in the person. Yeah, okay, but size helps too. Not only does that, muscles help too. So when you faced off with a big old 300-pound lifer and you in here passing through a couple of years, you'll be out and you only 5 feet tall and you only 135 pounds soaking wet. They about to toss your ass all over that damn prison, right? So for those of you out here who think that prison is sweet and you are a Tory Lanez fan, I hope you use this as an example. Here's the thing. A lot of people threw a battery in Tory Lanez back, but we about to talk about that too in a minute. So hang tight. Let's get through the details. 14 stab wounds, 2 collapsed lungs, 4 to the torso, 2 to the back of his head, 1 to the left side of the face, 7 to his back. Damn. Tory Lanez is now, luckily for him, the updated report says he is now in stable condition and he is now breathing on his own. Y'all know how those stab wounds go, though. It takes time for them to heal. And then there could also be infection, staph, anything like that sets in, and you will have a reversal of condition where it could go from bad to worse in a second, and you could still end up dying from those wounds. So he is not out the clear yet until down the road where these wounds have healed. Tory Lanez was transported to a nearby hospital in a place called Bakersfield for treatment. Despite his injuries, he is reportedly talking normally and is in good spirit. He's thankful to be alive, of course, and he has expressed gratitude for the prayers and the support that he has received. Now, the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation is currently investigating the incident, who started it, why he got stabbed up, who's going to the hole, all that other stuff. The Kern County District Attorney's Office is also involved in the investigation, and the motive for the attack is currently unknown. Usually, the motive for the attack in prison is almost never known. Why? Because even when you get stabbed up, it is convict rules that you shut your mouth and you don't say nothing. Otherwise, you're labeled a snitch, and you will now probably have to go to protective custody because you're talking to the police. This is convict rules. So imagine getting attacked and stabbed up, and you still can't say who did it. And the person that did it is living among you. And you paranoid now because you know this person will damage you. You don't know if they're going to do it again or if they're going to say, you know what, I got respect for you because even though you got stabbed up, you still didn't snitch. You a real one. This is crazy. But these are the conditions when you living in those situations. Tory Lanez is currently serving 10 years for the 2020 shooting of fellow rapper Megan Thee Stallion. Now, Tory got lucky as hell. And I said it back then. I don't know no black man who took a gun, fired it, shot somebody. The person goes to court, points to him, says, he shot me, and you get only 10 years. Originally, they were looking at like 40 years. Then it got to somewhere like 25 years. So for them to give him 10 years, he's super lucky. But Tory still maintains his innocence, saying he's not the one that fired the gun, but Tory is not helping himself because he's saying he ain't the one that fired the gun, but he also is over here talking about he don't want to be a snitch. Well, I tell you what, if we all riding in a vehicle and you get shot and I know who did it, I'm pointing to exactly who the hell did it. I'm not doing no 10 years for you. I'm not throwing away my cushy lifestyle. Come on, man. Tory Lanez was at the top of his game. When Tory Lanez went into prison, Tory Lanez had just came into owning all his masters and being in control of his creativity and making his own videos and recording on his own schedule, releasing records when he feels like it. Total control. That's something that most artists do not have. And I don't know if you've ever seen a Tory Lanez show, but when Tory sings, them girls' panties be getting wet. And then when Tory raps, the hood ninjas come out to play. So he is so multi-talented, diverse with the skills. And for me to throw all that away, I ride in a Bentley, a Phantom. I live in a mansion. I got millions in the bank. And me throw all that away just because I don't want to snitch? Oh, hell no. I'm telling who did it. So the fact that Tory Lanez had a chance to actually say who did what and he still maintains, I'm not saying nothing, but I'm not the one that did it. I'm like, yeah, you the one that did it. You the one that did it. He was convicted in December of 2022 on 3 felony gun charges. Tory Lanez, to this day, maintains his innocence and is appealing his conviction. Now, that attack that just happened on Tory has raised some concerns about safety of inmates within the California prisons. Everybody knows in the California prisons it's a death hole. Everybody knows you're going to have to squabble. Everybody knows you're going to have to fight. It has also reignited the public debate surrounding the Tory Lanez Megan Thee Stallion case, because there are a lot of people out here who are saying Tory Lanez didn't do it. Right. And Tory Lanez is maintaining he didn't do it. You know what's funny is a lot of the guys, especially who put this battery in Tory Lanez's back and have him just running it off at the mouth, talking himself into a hole. And now none of them are there to save him. You know what I'm saying? I remember when this popped off. To Megan Thee Stallion's credit, Megan was not saying anything at all. She was not cooperating with law enforcement. She left California. She wasn't playing with them. She wasn't saying nothing. But there was Tory Lanez every damn day on social media, a new live, a new video, just saying all kinds of shit and making Megan look bad. Megan Thee Stallion kept on saying to him, yo, Tory, chill, bro, chill. But somebody kept telling him it's getting us views, it's getting us numbers, and those numbers are equaling algorithms saying dollars and cents. So he just kept going and going and going. Y'all remember quarantine radio? Yeah, so he just kept going and going and going and going until it started to damage Megan Thee Stallion, because a lot of people were running with the narrative that Megan Thee Stallion was who Jay-Z them used to run down on Tory, and they want his publishing and he need to sign with them, and if he don't, he's going to prison. They started spinning the narrative. The blowback from that was a lot of people pulling away from Megan Thee Stallion, saying she's a snitch, she's lying, she's trying to send a black man to prison. The messed up thing about that is these are the same people who go around saying, protect the black woman. Protect the black woman, and then you end up supporting a man who shot a black woman. And a black woman who was holding him down like, okay, you shot me, but you know what? We were all drunk, we were fucked up, we were partying, we young, we wilding, we got a lot of money, we weren't born into money, I understand the situation, I'm gonna hold it down. I'm not saying nothing. I don't want you to get into trouble, I don't want me to get into trouble. Just keep quiet about the situation and let it disappear. Tory couldn't stop. He kept going. The people kept throwing those batteries in his back, and he kept going and going and going. And next thing you know, Megan couldn't take it no more because it was affecting her and her bag. So she got up one day, jumped on the internet, and she said, oh, y'all want to know? Y'all want to know who shot me? That nigga Tory shot me. Tory Lanez shot me. The minute she did that, after telling him 100 times, Tory, just stop, and he wouldn't. The minute she did that, that is all the feds needed in California to use that as her confession to who shot her. So, boom, they started with the indictment, and then Tory Lanez had to go to court, and then they subpoenaed Megan Thee Stallion to come to court to say exactly what she said on that video, and she said, you know what? It's up. Fuck it. I tried. You weren't working with me. You're trying to damage me, my bag, my reputation after I'm over here trying to save your ass. So I'm telling. And she did just that. And now Tory is in the situation that he's in. A lot of people are saying this is karma, because not only did you shot this girl, you are very unapologetic about it. You're still lying about it. And now you're suffering the consequences. Karma is real. And karma pulls up in different ways. You understand? And now, here we go. Stabbed 14 times, 2 collapsed lungs, all kinds of stabbings all over the body at 7:20 a.m. in the damn morning on the yard. This could have been avoided. It could have been avoided if Tory Lanez had just shut his damn mouth and not say anything on social media pertaining to the situation that happened when they were coming from that party in California that time. If he had just not said anything, Megan would not have said anything, and this would have been a thing of the past. But he said too much, and now here he is. I wish the best for him. I hope he makes it out of prison, but let this also be a lesson to those who see him as somebody they admire, adore, or, feel like he is a dope dude and whatever. Just let this be a lesson, right? Prison ain't no playground, and you could go in there easily, and it's hard as hell for you to get out. You might not make it home. We're going to stay close to this story, though, to see how it develops, right? So hit that subscribe button, click the bell next to the subscribe button so you are notified every time a new video goes up on SouFLoTV. And remember to check out our other channel, which is BrainFlow TV on YouTube. That's BrainFloTV on YouTube, where we do more of these types of content than we do Jamaican stuff. All right. I'll catch you on the next video. I'm out. Peace.